It's already halfway through the year and we're starting from scratch. By completing SBCs, playing matches, and competing in FUT Champs, we're gonna build the best ultimate team that we can in the time available. Welcome to my FIFA 17 halftime road to glory. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the halftime road to glory. I think this will be about episode 32 or 33, but I'm actually recording this at the time of episode 30, and that's because during that episode we managed to basically win Division 1, but you guys didn't see the gameplay, and that is what this episode is going to be because I am currently unavailable to play FIFA and all that sort of stuff right now. So you guys will see the team on the screen, and that's what we took into Division 1 at the time. And yeah, as you can see, we had 4 wins in the division so far. So we need to win 4 of our remaining 6 to win the division title and 15,000 coins. And the first team we come up against is a very, very nice team, Calcio A, with a bit of Tottenham influence there as well. But we managed to get off to a flying start with Son passing it over to Luis Suarez and a finesse across the keeper. But let me just say, for winning 8 games out of 10 in Division 1, or maybe if you can get some draws somewhere in there, it's kind of ridiculous how you only get 15,000 coins, and this really needs to change for FIFA 18. When coming around to FIFA 18, I would expect a much higher division reward. Even when we don't get the kits. Last year we got a kit, this year we just get 15,000 coins. And then on top of that, so I would expect like maybe a few packs here and there, maybe more coins, because 8 wins from 10 in the highest division really should mean, oh, you need to get something good, especially with the FUT Champs rewards. Divisions isn't just not worth playing. And on top of that, we need good dedicated servers on Divisions. The games, all of these games were just so laggy, and this is why I never play Divisions really. I'd actually prefer to usually play, and what a goal there by Keita, like absolutely amazing shot. But all of these games are just like super laggy because they're hosted by the user. They're not hosted by the servers from EA. So unfortunately for us, we just can't actually like play with good servers. We can't find a flow. Everything's choppy and all that sort of stuff. And it's just kind of a bit disappointing because you play FUT Champs and you just don't want to go back to seasons. So that really needs to change for FIFA 18, but anyway guys, we managed to make that 2-1 in the second game of Divisions, and that makes us with 6 wins and 0 losses, meaning we need 2 wins from the remaining 4. Now, of course, you can see that one shot from Keita was absolutely outstanding, but it was the only shot that my opponent actually took in that match, and we managed to dominate him in shots and chance creation. Now, coming up into the third game, I was really curious to see how the heck is this guy in Division 1? Yeah, I get that because he's been obviously a long time player, but if this is his best squad, and he's got Raheem Sterling and Son, 84 rated, that means he's been playing from the start of FIFA, but he just can't, like, I don't know, generate enough coins to get any other players. It's really interesting to me. Anyway, we managed to make it 1-0, and let me just say this game was pretty much a very big slaughtering. Yeah, just a lot of goals yeah, just Messi there, double tap across the keeper. It was just a very dominant game from myself, and still I still think that probably there was some like momentum or shifters or sliders or whatever in place, possibly because the goals that I'm scoring, you guys will see some of these goals, they just shouldn't happen. Like, it's the 10th, I would just spoil there, but the 10th goal, it shouldn't have happened at all, but it just did, and I was like, what the hell is happening? And I get some of those games where you're like 4 goals up, 5 goals up, and you take a stupid long shot, and it just flies into the back of the net, the keeper has no chance, and you're like, what the heck, how is that even a thing? Like, that should not be in the game. But anyway, we're 5-0 up. Messi doing some work. Threads a through ball to Luis Suarez. And Suarez with a double tap across the keeper to make it 6-0. And as I said, this game was a very high scoring game for us. And we were clearly the more dominant opponent. and Suarez gets, I think that Son actually gets brought down on the edge of the box by Butland, and he actually gets a yellow card. I haven't seen a keeper get a yellow or a red card in a very long time, but it's not a penalty, which is very, very interesting. So, obviously there's one main man for the job, and it's not Kyle Walker, unfortunately. It's Lionel Messi, because he's got that free kick of dreams and put 1.5 bars of power on it, whip straight into the back of the net, 7-0, great free kick there from my main man Leo, and he's doing very well for the club. At the time of recording this, I think he's on like 310 goals in 370 games with like 150 assists. Outstanding stats. I've never got that from any sort of player, so I honestly love his card. It's such a good card in this game. Suarez making it 8-0, and at this point the game is well and truly done. I was surprised this dude did not rage quit. Like, to be 8-0 down and still playing, that takes a lot of effort to like still grind out. Suarez with a nice little chip there to make it 9-0. And as I was saying, I like, if I'm like 5 or 6 down, I will just put down the controller. I don't like rage quitting because it ruins up my DNF. But yeah, I would not be playing. But look at this shot here. This is what I'm talking about. That long shot should not go in. It does, and it's a great shot from Suarez, but it shouldn't go in. And I think that's something to do with all these sliders and stuff. But we do manage to win this match 10-0. A lot of goals from Messi, a lot of goals from Suarez. Maybe a goal here or there from Son, but absolutely amazing. And you can see I only had 11 shots on target, so I guess we were rather clinical in this one. So we managed to win 10-0, and then coming up into the next game, and it's actually against a dude with a very, very, very solid team. He's got that 94 Icardi, Youngman's at right forward, Perisic, Khedira, Vieira, and Ali. And let me just say, that midfield is deadly. It's like, I feel like the most effective midfields this year are the midfields that just have really, really physical, dominant players. Now, this was really bad defending from me. I think I brought someone out, and then he just had an easy goal through, and that made it 1-0. But we were able to make it 1-1. But as I was saying, with the really, really big, like the Vieiras, the Dele Allis, the Khediras, and I do want to get Khedira on the road to glory, they're just so hard to break down because they're so physical. They're really, really fast with all these Team of the Season and Legend cards, and they're just really tall, and you can't break them down. Every time I try to pass a through ball, they just intercept it. And that is what I need to get on the Calcio A Ronaldo team. And look at that shot from Son. And let me just say, this dude, he wasn't the best player, but he is going to win this match 2-1. Now, let me give you some reason behind that. And he was literally just sprinting, and then whenever he had a chance to shoot from outside the box, you look at the shots on target, like, he's got a lot of shots on target, obviously, a lot of shots. But I probably have the same amount of shots inside the box as he does. And that's because I like to take high chance opportunities. I don't like to take random shots and all that stuff. He was just peppering shots from outside the box. So I would actually say it was a very, very even match. He was just shooting as many shots as he could, and that's obviously how he won the match. Now, coming up into our final game, and that means we did win this one, we come up against a legend team, and we need to win one of the next 2, and this is going to be the final match of the game, so we obviously win this one. First goal here, oh my god, what was I doing? So, the ball's getting played around, it's rather nice. Gattuso, and let me just say, Gattuso is an insane midfielder. He's just extremely defensive, but look at here, I think I can get to the ball to Kyle Walker, and I pass it straight into Robbie Fowler, and Robbie Fowler is able to chip the keeper to make it 1-0, and unfortunately for me, we go 1-0 down. However, we are going to come back later into the match, and it's like, but what was I doing with that chip? That was just so stupid. Anyway, we're going to come back into the match. Nice little drag back there from Son, passes it into Paul Pogba into Messi, back into Pogba, and the smash across the box of the keeper. And that was a decent amount of power on that shot. I think that was about 2 or 3 bars of power. And just a rocket past his keeper. He's never saving that. Messi running into the box now. Passes it to Pogba. Pogba to Son. And Son doing magic stuffs with a double tap across the keeper. And he makes it 2-1. And At that point, I'm like, okay, I'm back in control. My mistake has been reversed, which is good. Coming back down the pitch, Messi, and he just runs straight into the box, cuts open his entire defense, and double tap finesse across the keeper. And that pretty much seals up the division title as long as we can hold on for the remaining 40 minutes of the game. However, my opponent is going to come back down the pitch, and literally, look at this shot here from, I can't remember who. It might have been Fowler again. Yeah, it was Robbie Fowler again. Look at that shot. His long shots. What even was that? Like, I don't think Robbie Fowler's right-footed. I mean left-footed. Weak foot, off the post, past David De Gea. Absolutely amazing. But we are able to find a final goal. Suarez setting up Messi to make it 4-2, and that is how the final game is going to finish in this one. And as you can see, very, very dominant. 62% possession to 38, and 13 shots on target to 5. So that is how it is going to finish. And as you can see on the screen in front of you, we do manage to win 15,000 coins, which I said again is pretty lame for a Division 1 title. But that has been done on the accounts now. We can finally tick that off. We have completed, and we have one Division 1 title, which is absolutely amazing. But that's a team on the screen in front of you. I think next episode, you guys are going to see a club tour of later in the series. It will probably be after last episode's one, so that's going to be happening. And yeah, so hopefully you did enjoy this episode. If you did, don't forget to smash a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe as always. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.